During jury selection in a medical malpractice case, did you know that if one juror is refusing to follow the judge's instructions, that one or more than one juror is going to tell on you or tell on that juror? Did you know that? You want to know why? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Now, you brought a lawsuit against your doctor claiming that he was careless, causing you significant harm and injury. The doctor denies all of your claims. 2 or 3 years later, your case finally comes up for trial. And now, your case goes on for 2 weeks during trial. Finally, the jury goes ahead and is told to go back and start deliberating. Now, during deliberations, as they're trying to determine whether you, the injured patient, are slightly more likely right than wrong, one of the jurors sends out a note to the judge. Judge, I just want to let you know that juror number 5 is not following your instructions. I want you to know about that. And now the judge is going to take action on that note. Why would one of the jurors go ahead and raise their hand and let the judge know that another fellow juror is not following the judge's instructions? You want to know why? You have to come back in time with me to when we go through jury selection before your trial actually started. During jury selection, we don't know these people who are in a room with us, 25 or 30 people who are randomly put into a room, and now we have an opportunity to learn about them, learn about their background. And we have a limited time to do that. As we're talking to these jurors to learn whether or not they might be biased or prejudiced or leaning in favor of one side or the other without having heard any testimony or any evidence, one of the questions or one of the areas that we like to talk about is, hey, Mrs. Jones, listen, if you find at the end of the trial when the judge gives you legal instructions that one of the jurors is not following the judge's instructions, will you be strong enough to raise your hand and let the judge know that a juror is not following the instructions? Why is that important? It's important because we want these jurors to police themselves. We want to know if they're disregarding the judge's instructions. If the judge says, don't use any outside sources to learn information about this case, and says, hey, Google, tell me what the medical definition is of this term, guess what? Now that juror has disregarded the judge's instructions, and the judge needs to know about it. So we encourage these jurors to police themselves. It is critically important so that if, during the course of jury deliberations, now one or more of the jurors are refusing to follow the judge's instructions, that could significantly alter the outcome of your particular case. And it is vital that we get each of these jurors to promise us that they will agree to follow the instructions, and if they find that one or more of those fellow jurors are not following the instructions, that they will raise their hand and let the court officer know to then tell the judge that somebody's not following the instructions. So it's not a matter of tattletale, but it is a matter of the jurors policing themselves to ensure that everybody is on the same page, following the same instructions, and doing what they are supposed to do in order to reach a verdict that's based on the testimony, the evidence, and the legal instructions that the judge gives them. So why do I share this quick information? I share it just to give you a quick idea of what really happens in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I realize you're likely watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, but you have not yet started a lawsuit because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.